This is my son's hero.
The man the father was talking about was Shohei Ohtani. A small promise made by a boy who was only 7 years old brought smiles to both opponents and teammates alike. An admiration that went beyond his own father, crossed boundaries, and began to move people's hearts. Today, we take a closer look at the warmth behind that true story.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
A hero who surpassed his father.
Before the game in Los Angeles. In the very front row of the stands, Freddie Freeman's son, Charlie, was nervously staring toward the bench. In his small hands was a ball engraved with Dodgers number 17. And the player his eyes were following wasn't his own father. It was Shohei Ohtani. When the cameras caught the moment, it quickly spread across social media. "Looks like it's all Shohei," Freeman laughed as he called out to his son. Charlie shyly looked down, pressing the tightly held ball against his chest. The exchange became a heartwarming story, even inside the Dodgers clubhouse, lifting the mood of the entire team. Just before the game began, Ohtani quietly walked over. He crouched down in front of the boy, a gentle smile on his face, and spoke. "Are you working hard at practice?" In that instant, Charlie's expression completely changed. A smile filled with surprise and pure joy. Even Freeman, his father, gave a slightly embarrassed shrug. Moments later, Ohtani signed the bat he was holding and handed it to the boy. "Use this when you grow up." Charlie hugged it with his small hands and nodded again and again. Watching from nearby, a team staff member later said, "The air in the ballpark completely changed." The quiet warmth Shohei Ohtani gives off was spreading throughout the entire stadium. After the game, Freeman spoke to reporters. "My son watches Shohei's videos every single day. Honestly, I get a little jealous, but at the same time, it makes me happy." In his voice was a mix of pride as a father and deep respect for a teammate. Reporters laughed and nodded along, saying, "This really feels like a family." MLB's official channels also picked up the story, commenting, "Shohei Ohtani embodies what the next generation looks up to." They highlighted his influence as someone who gives children dreams beyond just baseball. Behind this moment, another small promise was quietly born. Holding the signed bat, Charlie was said to have declared, "When I grow up, I'm going to be like Shohei." Hearing that, Freeman smiled, gently patted his son's head, and replied, "Then let's play together on the Dodgers someday." From behind the bench, Ohtani quietly watched the exchange. This is a team that truly values family time. That's why they're so united. Manager Dave Roberts reportedly said that after seeing the scene. With the Dodgers, it's not just the bond between players. Family connections are part of the culture. And everyone could feel that Shohei Ohtani stands right at the heart of it all. Days later, Japanese media ran a feature story. Children aren't drawn to a superstar's home runs. They're drawn to kindness as a human being. At the very top of the article was a single photo. Charlie smiling side by side with Shohei Ohtani. What it captured was the true essence of baseball, something that goes beyond wins and losses. The back that young boy looked up to wasn't just a hero. It was effort, integrity, and genuine care for others. All of that was embodied by the man wearing number 17. An admiration that surpassed his father, and a promise made at age 7. It was a small story born within one family, and at the same time, the beginning of a chain of kindness that connected the entire team. Quiet leadership that builds trust. Inside the clubhouse after the game. As Ohtani quietly sits in front of his locker, the players around him naturally start to smile. It's an atmosphere unrelated to wins or stats. It's a sense of security at the heart of the team. Mookie Betts describes that feeling like this. Shohei leads the team more with his actions than with words. When he's quiet, everyone naturally settles down. Freeman nodded in agreement. I get why my son looks up to him. Shohei doesn't just influence kids, he affects us adults too. His teammates all know this. Even when Ohtani steps away from the field, he always puts baseball and his teammates first. On the road, he eats with younger players at the hotel, talking about things beyond just the game. It's never flashy, but it's the kind of behavior that quietly moves people's hearts. Manager Dave Roberts summed it up like this. Shohei didn't just change the game, he changed the team's culture. His biggest impact shows up in the places you can't measure with numbers. As the stadium lights dim and the night grows quiet, in the corner of an empty locker room, a single number 17 jersey lay neatly folded. It looked like a symbol, carrying the respect and trust of the entire team.
Number 17, inspiring the dreams of the next generation.
In the Dodgers clubhouse, the first ones to gather around Shohei Ohtani are always the kids. Freeman smiles as a father because number 17 is raising the bar for the next generation. Not just through results, but through sincerity and the way he looks at people. When the game ends, roles loosen. The line between opponents and teammates quietly fades. And what remains is a presence that never raises its voice, only reaches out first. The signed ball Lamar held up from the pool wasn't just a souvenir. It was a signal, etched with the message that dreams are within reach. For a parent and child who had been waiting for this moment, the short words written alongside the autograph, the way he crouched to meet their eyes, the gentle nods. No flashy gestures were needed, yet these moments shine in the memories of those who received them for a long time. In front of the bench, teammates' families also look for number 17. During breaks in practice, he takes photos, calls people by name, and responds with just a few words. Those small, repeated actions build trust beyond the game and quietly soften the atmosphere of the entire stadium. The parts you can't measure with numbers are what form the foundation of a strong organization. Watching this, Smith laughed and said, "The hero of our generation was Mike Trout." But today's kids see Ohtani as baseball itself. Mookie Betts expressed a similar sentiment. My son said, "I want number 17." I loved hearing that because it shows he's feeling the magic of baseball from the heart. With the Dodgers, the story of number 17 is now spreading through families as well. Manager Dave Roberts sees this shift as a symbol of the team's culture. Ohtani doesn't just work hard to win. He brightens the people around him. With him here, young players and families naturally smile. That's where the team's strength comes from. And just as the manager said, what Ohtani brings isn't only victories. It's the power of kindness that often gets overlooked in a competitive world. Off the field, Ohtani continues to connect with stadium staff and local youth baseball teams. He straightens the cap of a boy who picked up a ball. He smiles at a girl asking for an autograph, saying, "Keep up with your studies, too." These small, everyday moments quietly spread through the media lens. He may be the first to define a hero, not by power, but by compassion, Even on the opposing bench, young players are learning more than just how to read a pitch. Can they show respect first, even in the grind of chasing results? Can they acknowledge the other team's effort, even while holding frustration inside? Ohtani's behavior becomes a silent example, one that will eventually turn into the normal that these players pass on to the next generation. Number 17 continues to bring smiles and hope beyond wins and losses. As the first name a child learns at the ballpark, as a figure adults proudly talk about, and as a culture the team carries forward. In this way, today's small moment becomes tomorrow's starting point for someone, and the way he lives still nurtures dreams. Shohei Ohtani shows a way of life that lasts far beyond records.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.